Greeting dear students, today we are going to start chapter number 7, Death of a Partner. We have already covered chapter number 6, which was based on retirement of a partner. And as you know, the recent changes in the syllabus, in chapter number 6, that is retirement of a partner, capital adjustment and balance sheet has been deleted. And in this chapter also, the preparation of executor's account as well as deceased partners capital account has been deleted from the syllabus. So let us see what we'll be doing in this particular chapter. So first is we'll be doing a brief introduction in this chapter, then treatment of deceased partner's share of profit, and the next topic is treatment of goodwill, which is exactly same as we did in case of retirement, and treatment of accumulated profits, reserves, and losses. And lastly, we'll be discussing revaluation of assets and liabilities at the time of death of a revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities at the time of death. So these three topics are exactly same as we did in case of a retirement. And now, as you know that you don't have to prepare deceased partners capital account as well as deceased partners executors account. So we'll be doing only these short treatments. So let us start with the introduction. See what will happen in case of a death of a partner. The partnership will come to an end immediately, and in such case remaining partner, if they want, they may continue the business, and all the amount which is due to retiring partner means which is due to deceased partner, like his capital balance and his share of goodwill, accumulated profits, reserves, and his share in the revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities, and if there is any loss, all this will be calculated and it will be paid to the executors, his executors or his legal representatives. So let us see the treatment of deceased partner's share of profit. Treatment of deceased partner's share of profit. Now the question arises that why there is a need to calculate deceased partner share of profit. The reason here is that death can occur any time. At the time of the death is not certain, but retirement may, you can say the partner that you retire after the completion of a particular accounting year or before the starting of financial year, but death can occur anytime. So we need to calculate the profit of his alive period. Like for example, if your financial year starts from 1st April 2019 and ends on, let us say, 31st March 2020, and suppose death occur after 2 months. After 2 months of starting this financial year, first April, in that case you can divide this whole 12 months into 2 periods. First 2 months will be considered as a live period of deceased partner. So I am dividing this 12 months into two parts. This period is alive period, and this period, and this will contain 10 months. So these 10 months will be considered as non-alive period. So we are not concerned with non-alive period, but whatever benefits are due to retiring partner during this slot, during these 2 months, for the month of April, full month of April and full month of May, we need to give all the possible benefits. All the possible benefits, like for example, if we are giving him interest on capital, then we have to give interest on capital for 2 months. Likewise, if we are charging interest on drawing, we have to charge interest on drawing. If we are giving salary, he was working as on salary basis also, he was getting a salary also as per the partnership deed, so we have to provide 2 months salary. So all these things must be taken into account. But here the question is something different. Treatment of deceased partner, share of profit. So you won't be able to calculate profit till this year completes, because you know that at the year end you prepare trading account, profit and loss account, and then only you will come to know the exact profit. But as soon as that death occurs, you have to settle deceased partner's capital account and need to make the payment to his executors. So how to calculate this 2 months profit? This 2 month profit will be your estimated profit. So before calculating this profit, let us see how to treat this profit. So in case of treatment, let us see that there will be two possibilities. In case of profit, if you estimated and found that firm is going to have a profit, so in case of profit and in case of loss, and there can be a possibility of loss also. You cannot say that all the sunny things will happen always. There can be a loss also. So what will happen if there is a profit, and what will happen if there is a loss? Now further, there will be, before doing the further treatment, there will be a possibility that the profit sharing ratio between the remaining partner remains same, or it may change. So we are doing this in case of profit. We are dealing this particular case in two ways. When the profit sharing ratio, I am using this word PSR, profit sharing ratio of the remaining partners, or you can call it them as continuing partners, does not change. Continuing partners does not change. Like I give you a brief example. Suppose there are 3 partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1, X, Y and Z. And suppose X died, then the remaining partner will continue to share in the remaining ratio. Remaining ratio is 2:1. So this is a case when the profit sharing ratio of remaining partner does not change. If it change, then the separate case will be done. But here we are assuming that their profit sharing ratio is the remaining ratio. Their new ratio is the remaining ratio. You remove this and the new ratio will be 2:1. So in case of profit, what will be the journal entry? You know the rule of capital account. If you want to increase capital, give credit. So whenever there is a profit, will increase deceased partner's capital. So the journal entry will be to deceased partners capital account. And if it is given in the question that he is maintaining current account, then we'll credit him by his current account. And then what is to be debited? Because we have this is not the exact profit, so we'll be using this term profit and loss suspense account debit, because this is not the exact profit, this is an estimated profit. So you calculated estimated profit. I'll be showing you the working of this also in the next section, but here we'll see that which account is to be debited. Profit and loss suspense account debit. This is estimated profit. For estimated profit we are giving debit to profit and loss suspense account. And where will you show this profit and loss suspense account? This profit and loss suspense account will be shown in the balance sheet. So we can write here profit and loss suspense account, because it is having a debit balance, will be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. On the asset side of the balance sheet, right? And where, can you guess on which side it will be shown? Because of debit balance, it will be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Yes, asset side we have already written because of its debit balance. So this is the treatment when new deceased partner share is when there is a profit and he is being given his profit, and the ratio among the remaining partner is not going to change. And later on, this is not the end of the story, later on we'll be transferring this profit to this profit and loss suspense account, will be transferred to profit and loss appropriation account at the end of the year. So this is the treatment. Now what will happen? This was first treatment. What will happen when there is a profit and the mutual ratio of the remaining partner changes? So let us do that. I am pending this particular treatment, so I am writing here when the profit sharing ratio of remaining partners changes. Means the ratio is other than this. So if it changes, then what will happen? So first of all, journal entry for giving profit will remain same. Journal entry for giving profit to deceased partner, it will remain same. Deceased partner, it will be profit and loss suspense account debit to deceased partners capital or current account. So this entry is same as this, there is no change. So where will be the change? The change will be here. Instead of transferring this profit and loss suspense account to the asset side and further transferring it to profit and loss appropriation, now this profit and loss suspense account will be transferred to the gaining partner's capital account. So let us see the journal entry here. Plus I am writing this journal entry here on the next page. So here we are doing this case when the profit sharing ratio of remaining partner changes. In case of profit, when PSR does not change, this we have done the treatment. And when profit sharing ratio changes, profit sharing ratio of remaining partner changes. So first entry we have done, first entry is for giving profit to deceased partner. And now the next one is, after giving profit, I told you that the next entry, here we transfer the profit and loss suspense to the balance sheet, asset side of the balance sheet. This is my asset side of the balance sheet. But here, and further it will be transferred to profit and loss appropriation, but here it will be taken from the gaining partner, and that time the second entry will be gaining partners capital account debit to profit and loss suspense account. Here profit and loss suspense was debited. What was the entry here? Entry was profit and loss suspense account debit to deceased partners capital or current account. And the second entry is, this profit and loss suspense account will be taken from gaining partners capital, or here it can be current account also if they are maintaining fixed capital account system. So this is the entry. Now instead of passing these two entry, there can be a single alternate entry also, alternative entry. And let's see what's that entry. Single alternate, you can pass the net entry. So if you see this, what will be the net entry? Net entry will be gaining partners capital or current account debit to deceased partners capital or current account, because this profit and loss appropriation will get cancelled with the profit and loss appropriation. So finally net entry will be gaining as well as continuing. Yes, obviously it will be a continuing partner also, gaining partners capital or current account debit to deceased partners capital or current account. So instead of passing two, you can pass this, but here you won't be able to pass the net entry. Here it will be like this only. You will have to show the balance of profit and loss suspense in the on the asset side of the balance sheet, and later on it will be transferred to which side of profit and loss appropriation? It will be transferred, because here it is debited, so it will be transferred on the debit side of profit and loss appropriation, and the entry will be profit and loss appropriation account debit to profit and loss suspense. So now let us do this case in case of loss. So we'll be in case of loss also, we'll be doing these two cases. So this is first one, this is second, and here we'll be having two cases again. So let's see the two cases here. In case of loss, when profit sharing ratio does not change, and when, you can call this as third case, and when fourth is when profit sharing ratio changes, profit sharing ratio of a continuing partner changes. So what will happen if it does not change? In that case we will pass a reverse entry. Now we are going to give loss to the deceased partner. So for that we need to give debit to deceased partners capital. So deceased partners capital or current account debit to profit and loss suspense account. If you observe this entry, or if you compare this entry with this, you will find that this entry is just opposite of this. This was the entry in case of profit, and it is the entry in case of loss. And so the similar entry will be done here also. the same entry here also will be passing exactly same entry here. Deceased partners capital or current account debit to profit and loss suspense account. The same treatment we done here also. So this entry is same in both the cases. Now the treatment will change in the second entry. So let us see the treatment first here and then the next case. So this is in case of loss when PSR does not change and when profit sharing ratio changes. We have already passed the first entry. This is third case and fourth case. Yes. So what will happen here if it does not change? Will be showing profit and loss appropriation, profit and loss suspense account will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Liability side of the balance sheet, and later on it will be transferred to later on year end. Later on means year end. It will be transferred to profit and loss appropriation account. So on which side of the balance sheet? Liability side of the balance sheet. And what will be the journal entry? The journal entry for transferring this profit and loss suspense account, because here it was having credit balance. So when you transfer it, your entry will be profit and loss suspense account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. Now here what will happen? Here also the same entry in the first case. This entry is same in this condition also. Entries deceased partners capital or current account debit. Capital or current account debit to profit and loss suspense. This is in case of loss. Profit and loss suspense. And if one of the partner is gaining, if their profit sharing ratio changes, one of the partner gaining, in that case the journal entry, second journal entry, this is first journal entry, and the second journal entry will be profit and loss suspense account debit to gaining and continuing partners capital or current account. And instead of passing these two entries, you can pass single entry also. So what is the alternate entry? Alternative entry will be, so net entry for this will be deceased partners capital or current account debit to gaining and continuing partners capital account. Capital as well as current account also you need to write both, because we don't know which type of capital account they are maintaining. So this was all about the treatment, and in the next class we will be doing the calculation of deceased partners share of profit. So I hope today's treatment of profit sharing ratio, treatment of profit is clear to you, and the introduction of deceased partner and treatment of deceased partner share in both the cases when profit sharing ratio changes or not changes in case of profit and in case of loss must be clear to you. So in the next class we'll be doing the treatment of the calculation of profit at the time of death of a partner. because this year we are expecting that there will be a short questions from this particular topic, because they have deleted from the syllabus deceased partners capital as well as deceased partners executors account. So thank you. Have a nice day.